Good morning everyone and welcome to Charts Maverick channel on YouTube. This is our actually very early roundup. Plenty of reason to be here early this morning. Super positive open is expecting the equity markets as the futures are sharply higher across the board, starting with the Nasdaq 2% to the upside, the S&P 1.54. The Dow Jones is lagging a bit at 1.08, but two major reasons for this gap up on all indexes this morning. First of all, Nvidia, not as expected. I don't think many people were expecting at this point 6.5% to the upside after what some investors called a disappointing forecast, because it has the China issue are still on the table. So super strong report. China is outside. Without China it probably would have been even higher. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna see more upside during the trading day, but right now closing on 6 a.m. Eastern time, that's the result. The other piece of news that helped the overall market jump overnight, that's a federal court blocking basically President Donald Trump sweeping tariff idea and plan, and basically looks like this whole tariff war is likely to unravel, and Trump is gonna, well, it looks like he is on the receiving side at this point. I know that it's the war is far from over, so we can expect more short-term volatility. It's not gonna let this issue die quietly. So let's watch the price section this morning. This is how Nvidia closed yesterday at 4 p.m. at 134.80. After a big red last 20 minutes of trading, where it lost almost 1%, actually a little bit more than 1%, and it seemed like it's signaling something. Well, it didn't. Now let's add to the chart, being that we are the chart channel. Let's add to the chart the futures, the aftermarket time scale. Okay, so this is the aftermarket in 2-minute bars. You know what? Let's move to 5-minute bars, so we see it more aggressively. So traded a bit lower immediately after the news. Then during the conference, a leg up, and this morning the additional leg up, maybe thanks to the additional piece of news that was super positive. Right now, Nvidia is trading at 143.75. All-time highs for Nvidia 153. You can see the daily chart, and this is the all-time highs. It's still 5% or 6% away. I mean, it's coming probably. So amazing trading day is expecting investors in Nvidia. Not gonna bet on more upside, but at this point it looks very, very promising. Remember, this move higher will create a big profit opportunity for some of the investors, and at one point we'll see a big pullback. I have no doubt about that. The S&P 500 futures, SPY, we're using SPY on our platform, being that we are US traders. This is how it looks. Again, I think this move early last night was not necessarily Nvidia, but I'm not sure. Up 1.42%. Clearly the semiconductors and the overall Nasdaq price action is way higher. So the S&P 500 at this point 142% to the upside. Actually pulling back slightly now as we approach 6 a.m. Keep in mind, we are still looking at another 3.5 hours before US markets open, and another 6.5 hours of trading. So overall 6.5 and 3.5 how much is it, 10 hours of action ahead of this super early outlook. Other than that, we had positive earnings from CRM. Let's look at the picture for the market leadership. As you can see, guys, Nvidia up 6.4, semiconductors up 3.6, AMD bucking the trend, AMU bucking the trend, Nike loves the tariff idea. So is Apple. I'm sure Amazon is on board. On the negative side, let me see if there's basically my whole list is loaded with winners. Healthcare, Uber. I mean, the only stock at least that's not positive on my watch list is Merck, which is a pharmaceutical company. Okay, that's it for this quick roundup of the morning markets. Thanks a lot for being here with us and watching us on YouTube. We'll see you with more roundups today. Definitely one at noon, maybe one at the open at 9:30. And by then we'll see if there are additional trading candidates. If so, we'll be on top of them and definitely have a video about that before 9:30. If there's going to be interesting trading candidates outside of Nvidia. Thanks a lot, guys. Please like, subscribe, and see you in our next video.